Welcome back to another video. We're gonna talk about the Hulk today. But um before we talk about the Hulk, um I wanna talk about um something before we talk about the Hulk. Sorry, I know I just said that. Um so the last I was gonna say it's like the last Hulk video, but no, I don't think it was the Hulk video. When I put out the last Ant-Man video, someone commented on it telling me that the book was like years old or something. I don't know. I have to look at the comment again. But I don't want you guys to comment stuff like that. I want you guys to comment like stuff where you like questions, and so I can answer them, and like just like stuff that like you guys don't know, and then I'll answer them for you. Just stuff like that. I want you guys to comment like things that you don't know, and then I'll answer them for you. And then like stuff like if you have no idea what they are. So just mainly just like comment questions, and I'll answer them for you. That's all I want you to do. Okay, anyways, let's get on with the Hulk. Okay, so it starts with, General Ross debriefing everyone about how he doesn't like the Hulk, and he's showing. Sorry, I'm a little sick. My nose just is stuffed up. I'm trying to do better. Okay, so it starts off with General Ross debriefing everyone and telling them like how he doesn't like the Hulk and he wants the Hulk captured. And he shows how the Hulk destroyed their magnet that they were trying to trap him with. And then he also says that they have evidence that. Well, I don't really get this part because, like, evidence of what? Because, like, is he, like, tipping over a building or what? But, like, whatever. Okay, sorry. But, like, they have evidence of him, like, smashing a building. And then, well, I think it's just saying that, like, sorry, I didn't mean to say I don't know. So I meant to say that they have evidence of a teleporter taking pictures of him when he wasn't paying attention, and then they have And then they have film of him um, in an explosion, but not exploding because the Hulk can't die. The Hulk can't die because he's indestructible. So kind of stuff like that. And, and then he goes on and says that he wants to have Banner's help to capture the Hulk, even though there's a flaw, because Bruce Banner is the Hulk, and that can't happen because he can't capture himself. After that, there's this guy named Tyrannus. Well, I don't know how to pronounce his name as what his name is. And Tyrannus, I don't know. I think he's looking through a crystal ball, and he sees Betty Ross, and he let me think of the word here real quick. Okay, so when he sees her, he becomes in love with her at first sight. And he has these let's just call them mole people or whatever they are, whatever you want to call them. He has these mole people that are helping him. Okay, then he goes to this fountain that he found down where he is, and he drinks it, and he drinks it so he can become young, and so it's like the fountain of youth. So he drinks out of the fountain of youth, and he drinks it, and he just becomes as so he just becomes young, and so he can do whatever he wants. So he doesn't have to. So he's not old and brittle. Now he puts on his armor, and he says that he will use Betty Ross to protect himself from that night. Whatever. Okay, and then. Okay, now Bruce heads to General Ross's house, and the general's not in, so he just sees Betty and Tyrannus there, even though he doesn't know who that is. And Betty Ross is trying to make Bruce jealous. She says, "It's working." Bruce looks jealous. "I'm so glad I met Mr. Tyrannus. Maybe this will make Bruce think of me as a woman. Now Bruce and Rick go to the caves to trying to figure out what's going on. And then they get trapped by a giant boulder. And then, let's see, Bruce says, this is where we're going to find out with someone who can budge it. And then he says, quick, back to the lab. Meanwhile, on the other side of the boulder, I don't understand this machine. What is it? Where did it come from? Where are we going here? And then, he says, stranger, of course I am no stranger. This is my kingdom, my domain. You are about to see wonders you have never dreamed of before. Okay, and then they contact her dad. See how I can observe anyone on the surface by a flick of a switch. There is your father, worried about you as I knew he would be. And then he says, and by turning another switch, I can even see us, General. Your daughter is my prisoner. If you value her safety, you will promise not to defy me when my legions attack your surface world. And then the Hulk moves the boulder and he jumps up to where he needs to go. Okay, and then the Hulk finds Betty Ross, and the Hulk says, there he is. And he also says, hold on, Buster, you ain't going anywhere. Okay, and the Hulk grabs onto their ship, and Hulk said, oh wait, no, Rick says, Hulk, what's happening? Where are we going? And then Hulk says he's heading for the center of the earth and we're going too. Okay. Then the Hulk starts destroying the ship and Tyrannus takes Betty Ross and runs out of the ship. And then he goes and turns on this weird looking yellow gas. And then Hulk's all like, hey, what is this? I can't see, can't breathe. Hulk, it's gas, the one thing your strength. Oh, sorry, I meant to say Rick says, Hulk, it's gas, the one thing your strength can't help you to fight. Hulk keeps trying to fight out of it. He keeps trying to fight, and then they passed out. And then he put him in a cell. And Rick Jones says, oh, wake up. You gotta wake up. We're in some kind of cell. Okay. Now, Tyrannus says within moments the effects of the gas will wear off, but even with your strength returned, you will still obey me, for the girl is my prisoner. So long as I am her captor, you are my slave. So he's making the Hulk his slave. Okay, now he can suit it up to battle. Okay, so he fights some fire breathing warrior and some metal thing. And then the Hulk says, "This is why they gave me a fireproof shield. Huh? Well, I might as well find what this other gizmo is, too." Okay. Big deal is some kind of stun gun. I could do just as good with one of my fists. And then the robot hits the Hulk. And then the robot's beating up the Hulk pretty badly. And the Hulk says, "You gotta run out of steam sooner or later. And when you do, oh, right, Tin Man, now it's my turn." Okay. Then the Hulk crushes the robot. And Hulk says, "I still got a score to settle with Tyrannus." And Tyrannus says, "Stop, stop, you brainless gargoyle, whatever." I intend to just need time to my paralyzer ray at you. And then he shoots at him and paralyzes the Hulk. And then the little whatever I called them take the Hulk, and Rick Jones says, "Tyrannus forgot about me. I guess I'm not important enough for him to worry about, but I gotta find some way to free the Hulk, or I'll be curtains for all of us." Okay, now Tyrannus is making the Hulk do his bidding, work, whatever. And what of the man called Tyrannus? I no longer find the Hulk flavor amusing. I go now to order his doom, says Tyrannus. No sooner does the heartless Tyrannus leave the chamber than a steel helmet figure in Peerless enters. "Praise Tyrannus, I have been ordered to bring the girl to him." And then Betty yells, "No." And then Rick Jones, uh, and then Rick Jones starts to run with her because that was Rick Jones. Then they find the Hulk locked up in a cell again. Then Hulk finds his strength and starts to break out. And then they help him. And then Betty says Tyrannus will never let us escape. Tyrannus, and then I don't know, I think this is Hulk talking. Tyrannus better start worrying about himself. You two get over there fast. Okay. Tyrannus starts shooting at him, and then the Hulk starts to bring down the walls, and then they all get into his ship, and then they escape. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.